Hey, 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 I see you made it back. And I'm glad we're here at this crazy. And it is. Anyway, I told you meet me at the chart. I'm going to show you how to put all of this together. All right, so I told you a valid trend to identify the trend if it's going up or down. We need something to look something like this. If we're going to buy, well, wait, that's crazy. I'll slide this over. If you're going to buy, price need to be buying, and then it's going to pull back, create a low, and it's going to break out, create a high, come back, retest that low, respect the low, and it's going to buy up. That was a big dip for a low, and it's going to break out, and it's going to pull back to test that low, respect the low, and boom. So as you can see, price kept creating higher highs. This is a high versus a higher high versus a higher high, right? Cool. So that's what we're looking for in this example. We're looking for buys. Then for sell, we're looking for the opposite, okay? So with that, pricing was going to fall, pull back, create a high, and then it's going to create a lower low, and then price going to fall, pull back, respect that low. That high, creating a higher low, boom, breaking that, coming back down, retest, respecting the previous higher low, and it's going to continue to fall, right? So with this being said, we're looking at the highs to make sure they are being respected. As you can see, this would be the high. And then this is a lower high, right? So we got the high, and we got a lower high, then we got followed by another lower high. And that's what we're looking for in this example, okay? So let's go look at this on a real candlestick chart. Keep in mind, I'm going to take you guys over to how you can set up everything. But if you are new to TradingView, you need to go to watch that TradingView video to get acquainted with it. And it's in the academy. It's on this channel, so go look at it. And you need to have Ikinashi candlesticks, which is what I trade with. Now, if you want to trade with candles, candles do show gaps, and we can talk about that later. But in this specific example, we're going to be on the Ikinashi candlesticks, okay? All right. So, boom. We're going to, since we're, tell me if in this market, we're going to identify, see if this buying or selling. So the first high that we're going to do, I'm going to draw it out for you. So we're going to do like this. Boom. Thicker than a snicker. Right? Boom. Boom. So that will be the low. And for us to actually stay on task, this is the high that price has created. And this is the low that price has created. Understand, for us to continue to buy, price have to break the previous high, which will be here. Okay, this here. And price cannot break this low to continue to buy. Okay. All right. So that's set the stone. That set the foundation. So boom, we're gonna buy up because as you can see, this broke it. If you look here and be like, hey, what about this point? This point wasn't higher than that point. We need a point that breaks it. And so this is where price breaks it at. Boom. And then also price pull back here. Tell me, is this low lower than this low? Or is it higher? The correct answer, that point is higher than that low. So we said we need the lows to respect each other and disrespect the highs. It did that. So we're going to continue to buy. Go buy here because this, even though this break it, I need to where price made a poof, up and pull back, right? So price did that here. Oh, allergies, man. And then price pulled to this low. Now, okay, let's look at it. Did this low take out that low? Nope. And did this low, come back and challenge this low? Nope. So we are going to continue to buy. So keep marking it up, price bought up. And then we're going to go to where price pull back here. All right. At this point in time, have any of these lows that's been corrected disrespected the overall foundational low? No. And have they disrespected each other as far as the low? No. So in this mindset, we would be still looking for buying opportunities. Keep in mind, we are on a day time frame. Each candlestick equal to a day. We'll talk about that later, and you should probably go back to the previous videos to kind of catch up on this. And our next thing we're going to be looking at is to buy, right? But as you can see, no buy at this moment is taking out this high, right? Nope. So at this moment, the low did respect it, but we didn't have any buying right now. All right. Even though this pulled up, you say, oh, well, it went back up to where it was, kind of, right? Even though this low right here that it created right in here did not take out this low. So we're still looking at buying opportunities in a sense. And then this low here did not take out that low, or the original foundational low. So in this case, we are buying and we're looking for buying opportunities just based solely off of this. Now, mind you, I told you conformances are important. So you need other things along with that to get in for this buy, such as price action, candlesticks that signal you to get in, whatever else that makes you get in. You want to look to see if there's no divergence, and if any of this is like, whoa, I didn't see any of this coming. Continuing education, okay? All right, so in this sense, we are buying, okay? And then the next, and we're looking for, because price is right here. And if you're talking about chart patterns and all that stuff, if we look inside of this chart pattern, right, we get about right here. We see this double bottom. And if you don't know what double bottom is, we'll keep working on it, right? We're going to keep working on it. We haven't talked about those yet in this channel, but we will. And we'll look for a chart pattern. I was trying to pull out here. And then we're going, yeah. We drop down time frames, and so you can see this W pattern better. Boom. Right, see, like price made the W. Boom. It's a low point, neckline, a higher low point, back up to this neckline. All right, so we could be looking at those buying opportunities. All right, so that's that for this lesson. And the sell is vice versa. Keep that in mind. We're looking for the opposite. So you would do this. Is this on Apple? I mean, this is on Gold, but you would do this on any chart to practice. You need to practice looking for the highs and looking for the lows, looking for the highs and looking for the lows. Like literally practice. Because the more you do it and your eyes get used to it, it will like automatically stand out. All right, it doesn't matter what time frame I'm on. I'm going to obviously see this buy. I'm going to obviously see this sell. And if you can see it with the eye, you can make money. Okay. I don't know why I decided to delete this, but I'm going to delete it. All right. Hopefully you took a picture. And you take a picture. Hopefully you go back and rewatch the video. But this technique has helped me on the real market, because when I was over the weekend or when I had the downtime, I practiced just identifying buys, identifying sales on a higher time frame, such as the day, the week, and the month. If you can find them, honestly, on a higher time frames, drop it down would be easier. So I like to find my directions of the market on the day, the week, and the month. I start off on the month. Oh, excuse me, my nose itching. I would start off on a month if I is a beginner. So if you're a beginner, I'll tell you to go to the month because the month gives you a clearer direction, right? Like if you look at this as a beginner, you won't be confused if the market bought or sold. You would clearly see the market buy and you would clearly see the market sell. So you would know exactly the direction. So you were like, oh yeah, this went up, it went down here, it bought up, went down here, boom, this is buying. You can clearly see the direction of the trend, right? On a smaller time frame, such as this one, it's harder to identify the trend when you don't know the overall, right? So as you saw, price is buying here. Where it go? Price is buying here and it pulled back and it bought up, pulled back, right? Pulled back. It didn't disrespect the previous low and it came back, pulled back, came back, pulled. And so it started doing a lot of back and forth, right? Honestly, with this, you'll see market, you say, oh, it bought, it's buying. Price pulled up, pulled back here, 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 and even here, right? So that'll be an easy trend line. Boom. As let's say a beginner, but as a person that has traded. But as you can see, yeah, boom, a person that has traded before can see this better. All right. So if you're a beginner, not necessarily you couldn't really spot that out. I mean, as we said, how you should do it, right? So in a sense, we can't buy this until price come back up to here, right? So essentially, you'll be looking for price to break this point to continue to buy. And then when you pull back on the chart, this is really what happened, right? This is where we are, right? But if I was like looking at it overall, which is a good way, right? Kind of did that. So I don't know why I'm moving this around because that was a dip right there. I moved it. Yeah. But it's easier, honestly, for me if I just do this because that trend line we was at is really right up in here. So that's a short trip, right? Right here, right? So that trend line we connected was right in here. Boom, boom. Right in there, right? That's that trend line we connected. You pull back, it's really just a little bridge of the icing on the cake when we look at it because this thing has been buying, right? That's what it's been doing. It's been buying, right? So buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, take out. So you, I don't want to get too in depth with it, because I'm like, you can have trend lines inside of a trend line. It doesn't matter where you are. You can find two or more touch points, 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm not going to get you too confused with that. All right. So hopefully you got what I just said. If you use the touch points, you'll be able to identify. Um, Let me see before I get off. Can I identify with a sale? If I see a sale, let me see. Let's try. Let's try USD JPY. It's always selling or something. Okay. Okay, cool. But this actually helps. I didn't have to draw it because this is a drawing I did a while back. I practiced on it, so this is one of my practice drawings. So you see in this trend line right here, That's crazy. Wait, let me see something. Yeah. Okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom. So remember we said as far as trend line touch points are important. All right, so this is a buy. Anyway, so price touched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And when it hit 9, it broke below. So this would be an indication that price could be coming back down to retest these levels, like pull back to sell. Right? Boom, 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 boom. So if price do what it did, wasn't on gold, then it'll be solid. It'll be solid. All right. Price would just be still boom, boom, boom. Not that. See that? So this one hasn't broke yet. When it do, then we're not looking at a buy no more. All right. I was trying to find a sell. They didn't give it to me. Let's see. FRA 40. I'm just trying to find a chart that has a sell. Nope, that was buying too. AUD. JPY. I don't think I can find a sale over here yet. Because this one was consolidating, honestly. That's why. It could be this over here on this side. Let's try this on this side because see if I could try this is on a week time frame, so I'm better off of giving see if the touch points are like able to touch. Let's see. It's not giving for me. I don't know. I don't let's see if I hold on. If I drop down the time frame, let's see what it's gonna do. Because I have to obviously see the sale, but it has to be oh there you go. What I told you, like in that direction. Maybe I can show you the sale on this one. This is a better sale. Yeah. This one is a better sale. So we're not looking at this for the overall. We're just looking at it right here. Um, Let me see about these touch points. If I'm gonna be able to. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Um. There you go. Did it break through? No. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Boom. There you go. So as you can see, price made this high point here, right? And then once price made that high point here, it came down, made a low, and then it wait, where am I? And it retested back. So I made this high here, drop, pull back. This low was lower than that higher low. So price dropped again, small, but again, retest that line again. That higher is lower than the previous high. So it dropped all the way down here. Excuse me. Excuse me. And then price pulled back, made a fourth touch point, and then price pulled all the way down. All right. So you see how on these touch points, right? Price did 1, 2, 3. And if you go closer to the chart, because we are on 4 hour, it probably touched that more than that. Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, Price made one touch point, 2, 3. This made it more knowledgeable to me, and it's on a 4-hour. 3, 4. Okay, so let's see what it look like on my day. There we go. So it looks a little more, coming up with the candlesticks. The candlesticks are a little more solid. So price went 1, 2, just 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So once I saw this, and I'll be looking for price to break below, I would have already dropped out to my 4-hour, which is utilizing your time frames, and saw this. Okay. So where'd it go? You'll be able to time that and whatnot, but on a smaller time frames, you're able to. So if I got in, it's basically off what it say. Looking at this low, I want to get in on this next low for this low to happen. I'm gonna get in on this low. I'm gonna put a stop loss. You shouldn't do this. This is just me, just visual right now. You take this and you put it where that high is, just a little bit above the high. I'm gonna put it a little bit above the high, and then let's say I want to 1 to 2 in profit. I would have got it. Let's say I want a 1 to 3. Hey, I'm trying to get it. I would have got it. What about 1 to 4? No, I would have got the 1 to 4. Let's just keep going. What about a 2 to 1? Let's do a 2 to 1. Well, would have got a 2 and 1. It just don't wanted me to get it. What about a 3 and 1? Would have got a 3 and 1. Now people will push a 4. So let's see if you can get a 4 or 1. Me personally, I would not push a 4 to 1. I'm honestly looking at that 1 to 3. Or if I want to go a little further, I'll do a 2 to 1. But a 3 to 1, that's crazy. Let's see. We're gonna push for a 4. We push it for a 4. We can make You can even push for a 4 to 1. So you could have traded this all the way down to the 4 to 1, still hit profit, and when price came back to retest after that 4 to 1 hit, boom, it retested, hit the trend line, and did what? It broke the trend line. So we're no longer necessarily looking for a sell. But who was the people or the strongholders in the market at this particular time? It was the sellers. Okay. So now you got the buyer's example, and then you just got the seller's example. Now my challenge is for you to go try yourself. Try it, practice it, practice it, practice it, practice it. You don't have to do it with your real money. Just practice it, and practice some more. And then come back. Let me know. Can you see the market a little different? Are you able to read it? No? Can you read candlesticks? If not, go back to some videos I got previously. I think when I did the first full course. Matter of fact, I'm going to try to link it to here. Let me see. I'm going to go back on my phone and see which one that was. It's not the, okay, tools. This is, okay, so which one of them? I taught candlesticks. That was my trading plan. Oh, the beginner's guide. I did. Yep, the beginner's guide. That's it. It was the Forex beginners course part 1. I talked about candlesticks. I briefed upon trend lines and stuff. Watch that whole video if this didn't make sense. I'm going to try to specifically tag this video so that it can be down there. All right. I'm gonna leave my email down below. So you got any questions, feel free to reach out to me, ask questions. And if you'd like for me to be your mentor, definitely reach out to me and we could talk about that. All right. I'm not here to break your pockets. I'm just here to teach it to you. You're not trying to pay my rent. Okay. I'm just trying to help you for the long run. So that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a guru. I'm just a regular Joe trying to show you my journey and how I see the market. Okay. At some point in time, you're going to try to balance out life as these experiences keep going and life keep life, and you're going to try to still be a trader, want to understand. You may be demo trading for a while, maybe take some years. You know what I'm saying? I've done that. You also may be live trading and you're losing. You just can't get your strategy together. Your mother, father, sister, brother, uncle, cousin. You can be just the greatest person in the world, and oh, everything is just overwhelming and blah, 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 blah. At some point in time, you're going to say, Forex is stupid. And bro, I agree. I agree with you. Okay. I promise you. But stay in there for the long run and see what these next 10 years do for you. All right. See you next time on